Every time we go fishing, we always bring our ruler. Cause if that fish is big enough, we put him in our cooler. Take him home, fillet him up real nice. Invite over some friends for a feast tonight.
We in the cooler.
I'm the host that brings the most. My wife and I fish Florida from coast to coast.
We in the cooler.
Kayak, boat, paddle board, or land. We even working on our in the cooler fishing stand.
We in the cooler.
I'm the host that brings the most. My wife and I fish Florida from coast to coast. My kayak, boat, paddle board, or land. We even working on our in the cooler fishing stand.
We in the cooler.
Welcome back to In the Cooler, fishing show for the fish eater. I'm your host, Chris Davis. Well, it's day 3 here in Estes Park, Colorado. First day we went hiking, a couple of trails, Twin Owls, Gem Lake, which was really needed because we was able to get acclimated to the environment, to the altitude. Being from Florida, this is a very, very difficult place to breathe. So we was told by some of the locals that before we go in deep, to stay shallow. Just like we tell people in the ocean, before you go out deep, stay shallow. So we stayed shallow when we got our wind up, as best as we could. And yesterday we went a little higher, and today we're going to go have our little pleasure fun. When we're doing any fishing, but we got the boys with us, and they're here in Colorado for Michael's birthday. This is why we're here. They want to go out ATVing in the woods, in the mountains. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go down and rent a couple ATVs, or maybe just one big ATV, and just go out and have a good time in the wilderness and hopefully see some wildlife. And when we putting fish in the cooler, we will be out here testing the limits right here, Estes Park, Colorado. We're leaving the resort. Ready to go get an ATV, get out in the wild. It's just a general area right here. Designated smoking areas, swimming pool, parking lot, right here. I can't get any fishing done while I'm here, and don't get me wrong, I'm very, very disappointed about that. But there's a guy right here fishing, and I'm gonna go down and see what he's doing, check out his techniques. Hopefully he catches something. As you can see, they just fish right here in the river, the stream. In the pool. Everywhere you go, you gotta walk down the mountain, As you can see, all you have to do is just work that fly. I've never done that before in my life. Never fly fish before. You just stick it out there and twist that little bug around, and they'll hit it. They will hit it. In the cooler. Welcome to In the Cooler, fishing show for the fish eater. I'm your host, Chris Davis. Well, we're here in Estes Park, Colorado. We're not putting fish in the cooler. We're getting ready to do some ATVing up in the mountains. We got the boys with us. They want to have a good time. Well, let's have a good time with the kids. But I tell you what, I wish I was that guy right there in the white shirt. I'll tell you that much. In the cooler, Colorado, Estes Park. All right, we're just hanging out here in the middle of town, believe it or not. Zephyr and the boys are going inside to get some accessories so we can go out four-wheeling in the mountains. I'm not going fishing while I'm here, so I decided to get as much water footage as I can get. This is absolutely beautiful here in Colorado. I recommend you bring the family to Estes Park. It's August 23rd, I believe, 24th, 23rd. You kind of lose track of time when you're in the mountains. Cell phones and all that kind of stuff don't work as well, but after a day or so, you kind of get used to not dealing with technology. My GoPro is going to work just fine because it's battery operated. It doesn't have to have a Wi-Fi connection or anything like that. But for the most part, you're in tune with nature. So I'm gonna get in tune, in the cooler. We're gonna go out four-wheeling today, have a good time, do some trekking in the woods, tearing it up, Florida style. Be right back. Oh, we're here. ATV rentals. Just hanging out in the cooler.
Hey, hold on, Mike. Put this stuff in the bag.
All right, we're getting ready to go for a little ride out here in the mountains. Right here on in the cool. Stay with us. Zephyr's in the back, hanging out. We got the boys. Let's do it. Four-wheel drive in the mountains. leg is over. Michael's taking over. Then Chris. Then Zephyr. In the cooler. Let me get on the back of this thing here. You good back here?
Good. Basically, just never before.
This leads out, I'm sure. We got something going on up here. I think someone's maybe got stuck, need to get pushed out of the way. So we're just gonna hang tight, be patient, wait for this path to clear, and keep right on moving. Michael's behind the wheel, Chris is up next, then we get Zephyr behind the wheel, in the cooler, testing the elements here in Colorado, day 3. Hit the brake. Straight down, straight down, straight down. watch the difference, Mike. This bad boy climb like in true Davis fashion, we found ourselves a spot to go hiking. What's it called, Zeph? Twin Ponds. Apparently, when you get down here to Twin Ponds, there's moose hanging out here. So we're gonna go in here and check out the moose. Make sure everything is cool, copacetic. Old Rocky and Bowwing. All right, we got 200 yards to walk before we get to the lake. Hopefully we'll see some moose hanging out in its own environment. Saw an elk yesterday. Took a photo with my camera, not my GoPro. So I'm gonna have to get you that footage in the still shot. But I got it. Quick hike, no moose. Back to the road. how this thing run, boy. Woo. All right, we finally got the ATV in good position. Take a little break. Chris took us up to the top of this mountain here, and we are up to a great view. Super good view. All right, here we go, here we go. See what Chris get his head man on leg from. Back up. This is the end of this is not a trail.
No, it's not over there. That's just how my wife likes it. Rough, fast.
gonna let them go for a ride, have a good time. They got out there, it was all shaken up. I know they really want to floor it and go at it. That's a pretty safe trail. We just took it down. Boy, I tell you, what a difference being behind the wheel makes, huh, Zephyr? A minute ago, she was scared, not scared, that's not the word.
Scared is the right word.
No, okay, scared. We was going up that big mountain climb. Chris was driving like a bat out of hell. And lo and behold, we put Zephyr behind the wheel and I gotta slow her down. Man, it is addictive though. I understand it. I get it. I get the mountains in the cool. ATV, but we still got the whole day ahead of us. Probably stop and get something to drink. Gonna get cleaned off. We're all dusted up. In the cooler. That's gonna do it for the day out here riding ATV. I recommend it if you're in Estes Park. Check out Estes four-wheeling. These guys will set you up. They get you out here on the trail, and if you get stuck, they come out there and get you too. In the cool. See you next time. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy. We made it back to the room. Look at my hat, it's totally white. Time to get refreshed, cleaned up. Maybe go out and have a drink or two with the wife. What an amazing day. Four-wheeling on the mountains. A little nerve-wracking, but we did it in the group.